Hi, this is Amy with LeadPulse Consulting and ProfitEdge.com, and this tutorial will show you how to customize the opportunity labels and drop-down values. I have an opportunity window open with the standard label names and standard drop-down values. You can change all the label names on this General tab. If the field is a drop-down field, you can change the drop-down values. You can't change the type of field on the General tab, but you can change the drop-down values. You can change a label in the opportunity description field and change the field type to a drop-down field instead of a text field. If you have a lot of information you need to track and you can't fit it all on this General tab, you can always use the 3 user tabs on the right. All the labels can be renamed on these tabs, and the field types can be text, drop-down, or a date field. You can also rename the tab. Just like in the General tab, all the information you track in these 3 user tabs are sortable and reportable. I'm going to change some of the values on the General tab. I'm going to rename some of the sales stage drop-down values. I'm going to rename sales type to industry and rename the drop-down values to reflect the industries that I work in. I'm going to add some values in the sales source drop-down and rename the service type to region and rename the drop-down values to reflect the regions I work in. To do this, go to Opportunity Manager and click on the arrow next to Tools and select Configure Opportunity Window, and the Profit Administrator will open. On the left, expand the Opportunity Fields section and you'll see the labels on the General tab. I'm double-clicking on Sales Revenue and I'm renaming it to Estimated Revenue. I'm selecting Sales Stage and notice the drop-down values on the right. I'm double-clicking on the values that I want to change. Delete the values you don't want just by selecting the value and clicking Delete. I'm double-clicking on Sales Type and renaming this label to Industry. Now I'll just double-click on the drop-down values to add the industries that I work in. Use the Add and Delete buttons to add or delete drop-down values. I'm going to edit the sales source drop-down values. And last, I'm renaming service type to region and renaming the regions in the drop-down list. Let's close the Profit Administrator and open up an opportunity to see what we have now. Notice the sales stage drop-down list is changed. Notice the sales type label is now industry. Sales source, you can see my edited list, and the service type is now region. We also renamed sales revenue to estimated revenue. When we look in the Opportunity Manager, I can now sort my opportunities by region, by industry, and by estimated revenue. I also want to rename my opportunity description field, so let's go through the same process. Click on the arrow next to Tools, select Configure Opportunity Window. Expand Opportunity Fields on the left, and I'm just double-clicking on Opportunity Description, and I'm going to rename this to Project Name. If you wanted, you could change the field to a drop-down field. Let's close and take a look at what we've done. Now I can sort my opportunities by project name. Please keep in mind, if you're using a Profit server and client, you need to make these changes to the opportunity window on the Profit server. Please also keep in mind when you're customizing a drop-down list, the values sort out alphabetically. If you want the values to sort in a specific order, you'll need to put a number in front of each drop-down value. That's why when you look in the sales stage drop-down, there's a number in front of each drop-down value. If your list has more than 9 values, you'll want to type 01, 02, all the way up to 09, and then you can start typing 10, 11, and the double digits. If you don't do that, then the 10 would be sorted above the 1 in the drop-down list. And when you're customizing, there's one field to be careful of, and that's the sales status. There are reports tied to the status of active, lost, and won. So when you're customizing drop-downs, make sure you don't delete or rename active, lost, or won.